Hi, this is Rusty Dog, and we are at Roscom Enterprise in the Cubeo system. I am in my Python, as you can no doubt see, and I am going to be ranking up in the Empire, albeit rather more slowly than I did in the Federation. Now, I did a little bit yesterday, and I started at rank of Baron with 1%, so I've gone up 26% in that time. I did three runs. Now, what I'm doing is based on a very it's a pretty well detailed description of a post that was made on Reddit. I really should get the commander's name and give him some proper credit here. So his name is Commander Rathour, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Rathour, and the link to this Reddit post is going to be in the description, and it's basically detailing how to rank up in the Empire, because you can't do it the same way as the Federation by instance swapping and stacking missions. You can't do it that way because apparently they've all been nerfed, and so this is the best way to do it, or at least it is a way to do it. Now, it requires an SRV, and the way I've seen it done in the video is basically land the ship, get the SRV out, go and complete the two objectives, and get back. But you're under fire the whole time. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not sure I have the confidence to be able to pull that off without getting destroyed. I have yesterday been using my ship's weapons to help me take down the defense turrets, or at least put them out of action temporarily while I go in with the SRV. But I would like to try just a complete SRV run. Of course, you're against the Goliath drone and also the defense turrets. So I'm going to quickly see, before I pop into the bulletin board, if I can just switch. Oh, by the way, I've been playing with the weapons. Yesterday I started off with my standard three pulse lasers and 2 multi-cannons, but then I tried 2 missile racks with the 3 pulse lasers, and these are dumbfire missiles. Today I was last night I was going to put on either a plasma accelerator or something else. I decided on a beam laser. But I am thinking, because the idea of the beam laser is to pinpoint the Goliath and take him out, but you really need to do it from close quarters in order to really inflict some damage. Obviously, from a ship that's maybe a few hundred meters up in the air, targeting a Goliath or not even the Sentry. The Sentry's not really that much of a problem. But targeting a Goliath while he's moving around is not the easiest thing in the world. So, of course, you would think, well, let's go for gimbaled, and at least it could stay on it. But you know what gimbaled lasers are like. The dots, are the dots from the you know what I mean, right? When you retract when you deploy the weapons, and you get the pointing dots where the lasers are going to go. On gimbal, they're kind of moving around, waving around a little bit. They're not fixed. On fixed weapons, they are. So you might think, well, a fixed beam laser would definitely be the better choice. And if you can stay focused on the Goliath while you're getting rid of him, then I would definitely agree with that. But I haven't tried this gimbal beam laser, and I have got it on a hard point on its own with the missiles. So I'm going to have a look and see how that works on this mission. Now, where are we? Planetary vehicle hangar. I've got a G2 right now. I'm going to see if I can get a H2, if they have any. Let me just put this in name ascending. Ah, it's not that I want, is it? It's this. It's G4. I want 2 slots. Yep, and that is a 4 bay. So what we'll do, can't sell that, is we'll sell this and replace it with a G. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? G. Here we go. My power use goes up, my jump range goes down. Not bothered, because it's just being outfitted specifically just to do this these missions. So we'll buy an SRV for that, and we'll buy an SRV for that. So now we've got 2 SRVs. So my plan is to try the SRV run on its own, and failing that, if I get destroyed, I'll just bring the ship down and take out the defense turrets and then try the other SRV. The only thing I'm going to do from the ship is to destroy the generator, because that you can do from the ship, and it's easy to do, so why not? Taking out the generator is not the difficult part of the mission, really. It's the scanning of the data point. So a lot of these missions are going to have different names, such as data retrieval, open the gate, backdoor access, installation, and cut the power. Essentially, they're all going to be the same thing. So installation it's all on Metcalf Keep, okay, which is triple plus security, that's medium security. Interface with the terminal attached to the comms array, so we're going to accept that. And I'm going to say this now: if you're against instant switching to stack missions, then maybe you should switch off now, because this is what I'm going to be doing right now. Actually, this is in open play, and there tends to be very little here for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. So yesterday I stacked up. First, I think I stacked up 7 missions, then I stacked 14, and then I stacked 20. I think around 20 is good. The other good thing about this is that unlike donation missions where you're giving money away, these guys pay you to complete these missions. And the ones like cutting the power and open the gate, they can pay 200,000-300,000 a shot. So if you stack a good load of those missions, you come back and you can make two, maybe even 3 million if you stack enough in one go. So open the gate, 142 only. Now you'll notice that this doesn't have an Empire symbol, but I'm going to take it anyway for 2 reasons. One, it's money, and I don't think there's a cap on how many missions you can stack, so I might as well complete this one while I complete the others. And also it helps my reputation with this particular faction, which has already gone to friendly, and that might help with more missions. Now again, we're not really getting many there, just the one. Sometimes you can get 4 or 5 in a row there, so not going so well. I hope this improves. Let me just switch to the next group. Yeah. Let's take a look. Okay, so we've got open the gate for 344,000, so 3 of those is a million. We've got another one here, look. So it's, yeah, it's good money. It's 600,000 credits just for these two. Again, it's not Empire, but still. Installation doesn't get you too much. But again, it's the same. Interface with the terminal or destroy the generator. It's only 2 objectives that you're going to have when you go down to the base. And the base is actually on the planet I'm on right now. I'm on a different base at the moment. Roscom Enterprise, as you can see, is on the planet, hence my HUD. So, whoops, didn't want to do that. I did want to do that though. And we pop into solo. So of course it means when you blow up the generator, you complete multiple missions in one go. And then, well, of course, the same happens when you take out when you data scan the terminal. You come back and you've got 20 missions completed. And also we'll do these. We'll take the donations. Now look at these. Cut the power. Look, it's another over 500,000 there. Another 600,000. So we'll do that. Destroy the generator. They're all at Metcalf Keep. So it's all in the same place. Oh, I wish it was a bit quicker. Maybe they're just advertising TDK here. Installation, take that one. They all give you plenty of time. Another installation. Another open the gate. I wish there was more Empire missions, but there you go. That it is what it is. Okay. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on a page, obviously. 8, 9, and 10. I want to try and double that if I can. So let's go to the main menu. I think what I'll do on this mission is I'll destroy the generator with the Python, and then I will complete I'll try and complete the rest of the mission with the SRV on its own under fire. That should be fun. And then maybe on my next run, if I don't get destroyed, I will attempt to do the whole thing with the SRV, because that's the goal for me, is to get to a stage where I'm comfortable enough with the mission to be able to just dive in with the SRV under fire and take out the generator, scan the terminal, and get the hell back without getting destroyed. Actually, I think I'll always probably be taking the generator out with the Python because it's just faster. I can do that just before I land the Python and drop the SRV off. So I've only got really one objective to focus on and to concentrate on, and I will have SRV repair on standby in case I quickly need to refill one. So yeah, I should be able to do it. The thing is, the moment you go near the wall in order to scan the terminal, you become under fire from another defense turret, which becomes visible through the gap. Maybe I can knock that one out first. See, there are no missions here except surface ones. God, I tell you what, this is really bad. It seems only Solo offers more than one. Unless they're slowly nerfing this one. I don't think that's how Frontier work though. They don't slowly nerf anything, they just nerf it. I think it's okay to have one system somewhere that offers you something different. Like this one where all the missions, all the planetary missions like this are all going to Metcalf Keep. You've got Robigo and obviously the similar places that are far away from populated zone where you can get well-paying missions, and I like that. See, we've got a mission here, look, a light cargo delivery for 1.3 million. 39 slaves, yeah, it's prohibited, but big deal. But look, 111 light years away. Yesterday I saw a mission for 136 slaves to go 68 light years to a target system where they were prohibited. None of this scan and you fail stuff. Scan and you get fined, but the mission reward was 2.6, I believe, million. Yeah, look, Solo seems to really give us more than... There we got 3 here in Solo. I just wish more were for the Empire. Maybe that got nerfed. Maybe there was more for the Empire here. So obviously ranking up from Baron to the next one is going to be okay, but my actual goal of ranking up to Dukes just to give me eligibility to buy the Imperial Cutter, that's going to take ages. Some of you might say, well, as it should. Why you know, it's not something you need to rush. And no, I would totally agree with that. I would totally agree with that I can just come here and just do it, you know, because you don't rank up in real life that quick. You have to put the work in, you put the years in, and so yeah, I do get that. I do understand that. And that's a fair comment, and it's hard to argue with it. But this is a game, and you know, if you can mission stack donation missions in the Empire, in the Federation, then in the Empire you should be able to do the same thing, or don't allow it in either. But don't nerf the Empire ranking and not the Fed. Now, it could be that you could say, well, this is the Empire. You don't rank up by donations, you rank up by getting out there and blowing stuff up. Again, fine. I get that logic, that's okay. So yeah, it is what it is really, and we just gotta take it like it is. Another installation. Shadow deliveries also exist here, but they don't pay too much. Oh, I nearly missed that one. You do get the odd donation mission, which I'm happy to donate because my my bank balance is getting nicely inflated by completing these missions, and I reckon, you know, if I do another 6-7 runs, depending on how many missions I can be bothered to stick around and stack, I could top 400 million credits today. I could probably do it very soon. Okay, so where are we? I think we're in private group Mobius, aren't we? I believe so. So pop into the next private group. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. I think what I might do is just cut the video here. Yeah, I think I should. There's nothing here. I'm going to cut the video, and when I've got a good few missions stacked, I'll be back. Okay, we're ready. I've stacked up about, I think it's just about 35 missions or something. I've got 7 here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 34 missions. I would probably say that maybe half or less than half of those are for the Empire, which is a bit of a shame. But it may get me 1 or 2% per. So maybe I'll rank up another 10%, maybe, if that, which is a bit of a shame. I'm already at 34. I was 29, but there was a couple of donation missions along the way. My rebuy cost on this Python is now 6 million, and in return for that I got less jump rate and jump range. So let's go. In the panel then, go to navigation and lock on to Metcalf Keep. And try not to get destroyed this time. Well, I say this time, I haven't been destroyed doing this, but definitely don't want to get destroyed this particular time. Not with 34 missions ready to hand in. And that could take me to 385 million maybe. Who knows? Engaged. So up we go. Gear retracted. Point to the heavens. I use the term heavens very loosely. Alright. Frameshift drive charging. Escape. 4, 3. Call it the leaving 2, vector. 1. Engage. Exit vector. Not necessarily escaping. If I was a convict, it could be an escape vector. Otherwise I think that a leaving vector. Probably doesn't come across the same, right? So yeah, we're going to gain a little bit of height here. Metcalf Keep is only a couple of thousand kilometers away, so we'll gain about, I don't know, about 100k, and then start leveling out. Okay, so we're at 100 kilometers, and we'll start to level out. These are things I'm picking up as I go along, which is the best height to gain before starting to come back along. Now you can see the distance is coming down at quite a good rate, so I'm just going to slow back down into the blue area, and now I'm going to back off altogether because I'm under 1 megameter. There's Metcalf Keep. And I'm going to wait till I get about, well, from this height, probably about 300 kilometers away. Try and keep it in the blue zone. Once I'm 300 kilometers away, I can back off the power, point down, and realize, no, that's probably, oh, I'm just on the limit though, look. Let me just dip it in a bit further, just before the glide kicks in. And then I can smooth out the angle a little bit. So before 25 kilometers in height, I think I'll get to about 30, then I'll smooth this out. I'm on minimum speed, so let's call it 40. Now I can start smoothing the angle out. Adding just a slight bit of thrust. Here we go, dropping. Now, where to come in from? Which angle? Well, 227 degrees is where you want to come in from. you'll see there's a side, there it is. You see the 3 installations at the bottom there? Well, I want to have them on my left. So I want to be over here. So, I may be able to take out the generator with the beam laser. Now, before I go any further, that's the generator here. Now, before I go any further, I probably should not have gone this close in the first place, but I'm okay as long as I'm not inside the perimeter. Okay. See my fire groups? I've got 2 pulse lasers, 2 missile racks. Then forget these. Just concentrating on fire groups 1 and 4. On here I've got the beam laser and the missile racks. Okay, so what I don't know yet, because I haven't tried it, is how much power I get from the beam laser. How long does it last? Seems to be quite a fair amount of time. Okay, let's try the missiles then. Once I get a good lineup. Well, that wasn't perfect, but it did complete the generator missions. So now we need to make the turret go to sleep, and they will go to sleep for a little while. So let's do that. This will put both of these turrets to sleep. Or not. There you go, they're asleep now. I'm taking a bit more fire than I normally do. Oops. Okay, so the missiles are coming from the Goliath, I believe. Okay, they're away, they're gone. So this was my test now. The Goliath. What can it take? So let's try and we are going to have to get in and take these missile hits. You see what I mean about the beam wavering? But try and doing this with a fixed beam.
Target shields offline.
Bothered too much yet. Oh, let me take this guy down. I think the Goliath isn't worth bothering about, if I'm honest.
Target shields online.
Right, so I think that's put all the stuff to sleep. So now we'll whiz back and get 3 kilometers away. Land the ship.
Landing gear deployed.
Hopefully we'll get a landing spot rather quickly. It does tend to get very, very bumpy out here, and this is not a good place to land. It really is not a good place to land here. This is costing me because I shouldn't be wasting any time here before those gun turrets come back out. Oops. I am rather rushing this now. This is not ideal. Come on. Come on, come on. God, it seems like it's taking forever. Right, that's just now so that the ship isn't in any danger. Now we need to look for a big satellite dish. Should have had 4 pips to engines, or maybe even 3 would have done that. There's the satellite dish, you can see. So now we're going in to scan the... just going to ignore everything, even this guy. Where did he come from? I wasn't expecting anybody that close. And I actually thought I'd taken out that turret. Oh, it's a sentry. Well, there's the data point, so we just keep going. I have come too far in, which is never good. Okay, so turret out. Turret out. And target scan. Okay, that's that mission done, and now we're leaving. Just head to, see the planet? We're just heading towards that. And that's it. That's both objectives done. Wasn't ideal, but I know that every time I come and do this, I'll be better at it, I hope, than I was the previous time. So I'm out of range now, but I also have to be another that many meters away before I can recall the ship. And heading towards the planet means I avoid most of the bumpy ground. How are we doing? Just for that 1 second. Just for that 1 second, eh? Can I recall the ship from here? No. Where's El Planetary? There it is. So that's basically all the missions. And let's wait for Python to come along. Oh, he's landing fairly close by. That makes a change. Yeah, look at that, 400 meters away. Pretty good. But that turret that started firing on me when I got to the wall, that was the one I thought I'd disabled. There must be another one somewhere. I could see my hull going down 70%, this percent, that percent. I'm not sure those big defense turrets actually bother with the NPC. I think, with the NPC, where did that come from? With the SRV, I don't think the defense turrets seem to bother too much. It'll be interesting to find out. Yeah, I think on the next mission I'll do what I intended to do on this one, which was just take out the generator, land the ship, and do all the rest in the in the SRV, or the NPC. So, locking back onto Roscombe,
Landing
again,
gear retracted.
pointing up, and exactly the same procedure. Clear the mass lock. Oops, no power to engines, don't need the weapons now.
Frameshift drive charging.
Get about 100 kilometers up.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'm sure I'll refine this practice as time goes on, but my idea of ranking up to Duke, you know, by just sticking at this and doing nothing else in Elite until I get there, I don't know whether that's going to happen now, if I'm honest. This is combat in a way, so it is something I'm going to get used to. It is something I'm going to become familiar with, you know, and it is something that I will find a bit more exciting than, say, exploration maybe, or mining, or something like that. It is, and you know, it feeds the combat bug, if you like, the combat hole. It feeds that. Okay, so we'll get this to around 400. Normally I've done 200 kilometers. I think it depends how high up you are. If I'm only 50 kilometers up, I'll go to 200 kilometers before I turn down. Now I'm 160 something away. So coming in at a fairly decent angle there. I'm going to pop this into the blue zone, I think, just at the bottom of it. If I can, come on. There we go. And just above 30 degrees, which we're okay. And as I say that, we hit 30 degrees. Okay, here we go. So hopefully this will take us into around 5 or 6 kilometers, depending how generous it's feeling. So I'm going to kill the power here. Okay, so we're 4 kilometers in, and I'm going to request docking.
Docking request granted.
And using the small thrusters, let's just get this thing in. And that's it. It's rinse and repeat. I've noticed that the thing you see on my radar there, that look like solar panels, those green things, they've only recently become green.
Landing gear deployed.
I believe. So I guess I think they were. I think they were orange at the start. So we are at 382.4. It cost me 4,000 credits there. That's not a big deal. So 382.4 and 34%. Let's hand them in. So it's space, then it's space, space, right space, 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 right space. These are just the keys I'm pressing to try and get a rhythm to get this space, space, dash space, 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 right space, 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 right space. If you don't wait for... Oh, that's gone down. Okay. If you don't wait for the mission to finish, then you'll find yourself having to press space an extra time. I'm already at 285 million and I'm not even anywhere near the end yet. Wait for that sound for it to go boom before you start trying to complete the next mission, otherwise you'll be running ahead. So, as well as ranking up, this is a pretty good way to make some money. Did I just decline a mission there? No, I don't think so. Because I think it asks you, are you sure you want to decline the mission? Surely. Anyway, what doesn't matter. So there we go. I have made 6 million. Now, admittedly, you can make more than that on a Robigo run. And you could argue about the risk. I don't think I was under much risk. They could have brought my shields down on this Python and I would have still made it out of there. As you can see, there's no available surface missions for what I want. How did we rank? From 34 to 42. So yeah, 8%. And if they'd all been Empire missions, it would have been probably double that. It would have been about 50%, from 34 to 50%. Now if you want to hang around and only stack Empire missions, well, you can do that, obviously, but yeah, you're going to be here quite a while, I think. So, wow, 6 million I just made. So 2 more runs and I'll be at 400 million. That's providing I'm stacking 30 missions. But at the rate these are generating today, it wasn't quite like this yesterday. I did have a bit more success. I did have more success yesterday at stacking missions in quite a bit of a less time. Quite a bit of a less. Yeah, in less time. Lots of superfluous words creeping in there. Yeah, it took me less time to stack 20 missions than it did to stack 30. Of course it's going to. What I mean is it was quite a considerable difference. So, and we've got 1 here. That's for the Empire. The first mission that goes on the board seems to take ages. Cut the power. Yeah, so this is basically what I'm up to right now. Trying to rank up. I might get beyond Baron and then decide to go and do something else and then come back in a few days maybe and tackle the next one. On the ranking chart, Baron is the 7th rank up and I am going for Duke, which is 12th. So I have to make the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th rankings. So yeah, that's going to take a while. So if you want to make a few million, if you've got a decent... I'll tell you what's a good ship for this as well, is the Cobra. I think you can get away with doing it in a Cobra. Stick a couple of missile racks in, take those turrets down so that they retract into themselves. Also, it's fast at getting away from stuff. Forget the Goliath. Take the turrets down, kill the generator, land the ship, get the SRV out, scan the data point, get the hell back. You can do it in a Cobra. And Cubeo is a little bit out of the main populated zone. I found it was a little distant. Like there I am, and Shinrata's all the way over here, 196 light years away. So it's a fair distance, but you can make some good money. So even if you're not interested in ranking up in the Empire, then consider that an incidental, and can make some money. 6 figures, big time. So I think what I'll do is I will start stacking up these missions, and when I get to a good load of them, I'll come back and we'll have a look at another run. See how that one goes. Do it slightly, ever so slightly differently, and see how we manage. I'm pretty sure that losing an SRV doesn't forfeit your missions. So if I have to lose an SRV, it's, what is it, 1,000 credits to get a new one? I know it's 5,000 to buy, but to renew I think it's only 1,000, which is not a big deal. And now I have two. Oh, what did I do that for? Now I have two in the bay, so... If I lose a SRV, I obviously end up back in the Python. But where? Am I just like 60 light seconds away from the planet? I'm not quite sure. Okay, I'm going to start stacking some missions up, and then I'll come back. Okay, I've spent the last 20 minutes or so stacking up missions. Whew. It took a while. I have 32 missions stacked, but that took a while. Yeah, it was a little while. I've got Metcalf Keep already logged in and ready to go. So I did quit the game once, came back in because there was just nothing. And I think this is going to be the crux of things. This is going to be the thing that really stops me from getting to, or wanting to get to Duke in a hurry, if you like, you know, by just constantly doing this. It's just the frequency of the missions. Okay, so I've got to wait 20 minutes to stack 30 missions because they're so sparse, so few and far between. And then, so if you account 20 minutes for stacking, say 20 minutes to do the mission, come back, so 40 minutes, 6 million. It doesn't look too bad on the scheme of things. I'm going to try a less altitude here. Instead of going to 100, I'm just going to take it to about 70 and then level out. And then keep an eye on the left hand side there to see my distance to Metcalf Keep at full blast, and once that gets into around let's call it 400 kilometers, then I'm going to nosedive into it. Not quite like that. So as soon as it hits 400, I'm going to drop the power and realise how far out I really am. Okay, I'm further away than I want to be, so I'm just going to do that again. I'm going to come into about 200 this time. So 200 kilometers, about 50 kilometers up, and we're there. Let's point this thing down. There we go, that's a bit better. Now back into the blue zone just to control the descent a little bit and not take too long. And now we just wait. Okay, we're in glide, so drop the power and just let it come in. Don't know which way I'm facing yet. Completely the wrong way I want to be, that's for sure. Right, now the hood's in the way here. Okay, so I want to be over here. You can clearly see there the three structures on the... there's the planet. So I want the back of the ship facing that planet. So I'm going to go to this small crater next to the big one and just turn around around. I'm 9 kilometers away from the Metcalf Keep now, so I just need to spin this thing around. I'm not quite there yet. I was also thinking about adding some extra hull on the SUV repair, but I've only got 6 of those, and that's probably because the materials required to do that are less abundant than what is required for standard repair. So let's have a quick look at this. Do you know what I don't have? Weapon upgrades. Oh, I do here, look, explosive munitions. I don't need them now. But yeah, an extra 15% damage. Gotta be careful not to do that. So, SRB repair won't kick in. But you can see I need nickel, manganese, need all those. Where this, I just need iron and nickel. And I've got 9 available. So I'm going to need to find some more iron and nickel at some point, because I want to try and have at least 10 available. 5 minimum. 5 is an absolute minimum, really. Okay, so I still want to be over here. So I'm under the 2 kilometers now in altitude. As I come round, right, this structure there, that's where I want to be. So this bumpy bit, I probably shouldn't have boosted there. I don't think I needed to. Okay, I'm more or less in line. I'm just going to laterally boost. Now, do I have a fire? I used to have a fire group where the missile racks were number 1. And I think I'm going to do that here. I'm going to switch that around. Okay, so let's complete the first part of the mission, which is to take out the generator, which is right there. Okay, so if we can just line this up. Come on. I just don't want it bouncing. That should take the generator down. There we go. Now I don't want to be 4 kilometers away from Metcalf Keep. I want to be, let's say, there. I want to be outside the trespass zone though, which is 3 kilometers. And bring the ship down here. Facing exactly this way.
Landing gear deployed.
And we're on smoothish ground, so hopefully we should find these missions are still updating. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you'll do. So, preparation for this run then. Wow, I didn't even know I'd entered it. Okay, first thing, get rid of the ship. Second, get a repair ready. Now the reason it says I don't have one is because I'm already 100%, but at least it's ready there. Do a 180. Now I haven't destroyed any turrets. I want to see how this goes. So full power to shields, rest to engines. Let's go. Let's see how I manage. This is where I'm thinking if I'm going to get an SRB destroyed, it'll be here. So I guess the more I keep moving, the less of a target I'm going to be, or the more harder of a target I'm going to be to hit. Trying my best to control the SRV. I can see the data terminal already. I can also see that drone sitting there waiting for me. I'm just going to ignore everything and just get in there. Okay, I'm now taking fire. Okay, I'm approaching the wall of death. This is where it counts. There we go. Okay, that out. This up. Target. Scan. My shields are holding. My shields are holding. Okay, turrets in. Turn around. And go. My shields are still up. I am on full shield protection right now. Are my shields still up? I believe so, right? Yeah, keep it coming, buddy. No missiles either. Keep heading towards the planet. Don't skid. Now you could switch to full engines here, now that the shields are not really taking any damage, but also that would mean that you don't need to, because the shields are not taking any damage, if that makes sense. Like you think, oh, I'll switch to engines now so I can get away quicker, but you don't need to get away quicker because you're already away. So you can keep the pips on shields. There's my shields back up again, and I think the 98% was what I already had before I got to the installation anyway, because that must have been my my run in that knocked that 2% off. So there you go. And doing the generator with the SRV is quite simple as well. I think you can destroy it before you even start feeling any fire, because you could see that I got past the generator before I started taking any fire at all. Okay, we can recall the ship. So let's do that. And there you go. I'll be back when I am docked. Okay, we are approaching the landing pad. You see, so I realize now that I can go in with the SRV straight after taking the generator out. They didn't even get my shields down by the time I'd scanned the terminal. So essentially I could go back to just having one SRV instead of two.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Because to get my shields and hull down, I would have had to made some really big mistake there, or lost control of the SUV, or SRV, SUV, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if a Toyota pickup was able to do that mission, as they do everything. And the reload is only 500 because I just destroyed the generator. Okay, let's see where this gets us then. You know, I forgot to check where I was. I think I'm on 34, 35. It's probably gone up now. Oh no, sorry. 46 I think it was. Yeah, 46 I started. This is definitely going to put me more than halfway, obviously. But as you go up in the ranks, it's going to take more missions for the same amount of percentage. So it will slow down. So you're going to have to do, instead of maybe doing 7 runs to rank up from 0 to 100, you might have to do 8 runs, and then the next rank you might have to do 9 runs. But you know, the most painful part, shall we say, of the mission is the stacking, because it just takes, it seems like an eternity, but it was only 20 minutes. But 20 minutes on the ground just waiting for your ship to fill up with missions before you leave. You know, it's okay. My next run will definitely net me 400 million in credits, which will be nice. But then I have another goal after that, which I will show you. Anything going? No. So once I hit, in 5 million credits time, I'll hit 400 million. But then, in my current assets, that will take me to, oh, it'll go beyond. Yeah, I'll be at 800 million in assets. And nearly 500,000 spent on ships. I could easily wangle that, buy a ship and sell it, lose the 10%, and yeah, but I'm not going to do that. It's like a little cheat, that. But my credit spent on outfitting, wow, it's almost where my assets are. That's amazing. So if you add up the credits spent on ships and outfitting, you could work out how much money I've lost, probably. Oh, no, maybe you couldn't. No, you couldn't. Yeah, this doesn't really affect your combat trader explorer rank. I don't know, is it affecting my combat rank? Taking out generators and the odd defense turret? I don't think it really does it? No. Oh, what's my I didn't notice. I don't know if you noticed it. I didn't see it. Okay, so I'm at 60% and I'm 100% allied with the Empire. So 60%, not bad. Not bad at all. So I've gone nearly 30% in 2 runs. Alright, so if you want to earn some money and rank up in the Empire at the same time, this is what you do. So maybe that's something for you to look at, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, we are back because I'd like you to join me on this third and final run in this video. I won't do any more after this, at least not on the video. But I want you to join me on this one because I'm going to do exactly the same as I did last time, and hopefully survive exactly the same as I did last time. It's taken me slightly less, well, maybe around the same time, maybe about 20 minutes I've been stacking missions. They seem to have been a bit more forthcoming this time. than last time, so I guess it varies a little bit.
Engage.
But in the 20 minutes that I took this time, I managed to stack 40 missions. And not just that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, most of them in this case were for the Empire. So the majority should be ones that help my rank. There were a few for the other factions who, I think two of them I've now become allied with, and one I'm still friendly with. So nearly fully allied with them all. Yeah, I'm going to fly upside down for this. So I find that the Empire missions do pay a little bit better, and I've accumulated quite a lot of these cut the power and open the gate missions, which are the ones that allow, which are the ones that are for you to destroy the generator. Let me just get this ship somewhere near. I'm waiting for the circle to turn full rather than dotted. There it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna carry on. I'll carry on being upside down, I think. And I think there we go. I want to be coming down at around 30 degrees. I think it gives me the best glide, so I don't end up too far away. Because coming back, I was quite a distance away last time. When the glide completed, I was about 30 kilometers. Was it 30? No, it wasn't. It was 16. 30 was another time. I was about 16 kilometers out. So as you can see, there's that small crater next to the big one, which is where I want to be. There's the three installations there at the bottom. So I want to be on the right hand side of this. Now, as I said, I have stacked 40 missions, and some of them are for destroying the generator, most I think, and some are for accessing the terminal. Now the generator, as you know, gets destroyed by one missile strike. I want to try and keep myself out of the perimeter as well. I don't want to alert anybody here or anything here until my SRB penetrates the installation. I don't want the ship to do it. So the reason I brought you along is just simply for one thing. It's about to happen. Here we go. So I'm about to pull the trigger and launch 2 dumbfire missiles at this generator. Once I do, a load of missions are going to complete, and I've added it all up, and this one shot is going to be worth 5.6 million credits. So the moment this generator goes down, I will earn 5,677,853 credits on one shot. So let's get it done. 5.6 million, that is. There you go. Oh, keep them coming. Yeah, there's still more to go. Right, let's land the ship. Actually, you know what?
Landing gear deployed.
Things I'm learning as I go. I like how the surface has come up, and I'm still 439 meters above, but it will not tell me that I can whether I can land or not. I think I'm still in the rough bits. No, I'm just on the outskirts. You see there's a rough bit there? I'm trying to avoid that now. Okay, so what I want now is to be focused on that planet. Where is it? This is just for nothing. This is just me messing about, basically. Where are you? Yeah, where are you? I was hoping it was always going to be there. Let me just take a quick look outside. Okay. Now the only reason I'm doing this is because when the SRB launches it's going to be facing Metcalf Keep straight away. Okay, so nose pointing towards the planet and down we come. As long as I stay outside of 3 kilometers, I'm outside the perimeter. Let me see if I can just back this ship up onto some smoother ground. There we go, we've got a lovely piece there, look. Alright. So now we're facing Metcalf Keep. Well, we should be. There it is. Okay, first thing, obviously, dismiss the ship. Second thing, get a repair ready just in case. Full pips to systems, the rest to engines, and go. Once you get past that perimeter, that's it. It's just don't stop. And if you see any medium-sized, large rocks, jump over them. I could be coming in quicker, but I'd rather be on the shield, if I'm honest. Okay, I might need a little burst here. Trying to make this as smooth a run-in as I possibly can. I'm just off throttle right now because I need to regroup. Okay, they're not all going to be as smooth. Okay, there's the big blue disc. Well, not big blue, but it's got blue bits in it. Good enough for me. So we just head, there it is. There's the data access point. I can see I've got a drone on me. And there's the Goliath thing. So, oh no, that's a turret, sorry. So, straight in, ignore everything. Ignore the sentries. Hit the handbrake. And the moment the white turret thing comes up, there it is. Okay, up it goes. And target and scan. Shields are holding. We're done. Leave. I could put power to engines now and make my escape quicker, but I'd rather keep it on shields. Where's the planet? There it is. Okay, shields are down. I'm not worried yet. The further away I get, the less fire I'm going to be taking. There's the generator, that's gone. So there you go, 81%. So unless I screw up in a major way, I'm probably not going to lose an SRV in all of this. Obviously 4 pips to engines is useful for those big jumps. So we're outside the perimeter now. I wonder, by destroying those, I wonder who we're pissing off. Who owns that, which faction has that base? It's this one, Cubeo Purple Deeds Limited. But I'm allied, they're giving me I'm sure they're giving me missions. Okay. I'm sure, I thought I was allied with those guys. Does it tell you here? Cubeo Purple Deeds, allied. Empire. I'm sure they're the ones giving me the missions to blow up their own base. That seems a bit odd. But hey, whatever. I'm not losing any reputation with them, I can definitely tell you that. Last time that Python came over, its shadow passed right over me. This is twice now it's landed really, really close. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, I love it. That's the best. That one shot from my weapons earned me 5.6 million. That's the biggest. It's not really a kill, is it? But it's the biggest single valued target that I've ever done, and it was just purely down to stacked missions. So I am getting a bit more used to this as I go on. The first couple of times, you know, you play it cautious and all that stuff.
Landing gear retracted.
The Goliath hasn't even come into play here. It's just been those defense turrets. But they seem to have a little they do. They have a little bit of trouble with the SRB that's on the move.
Frameshift drive charging.
But once I stop at the wall and scan the thing, then they're free to start blowing my shields down.
1. Engage.
But my way of scanning the terminal is different to the one in the video on Reddit. But it is a method I learned by watching somebody else complete it, so I prefer this method, and it works. So yeah, as I was saying before, get yourself out there, get it done, and earn some bucks. I'll be back one more time when I'm cashing in, and then we'll call it a day. So I'll see you then. Okay, so we've arrived. Just took a couple of minutes actually. And just about to dock here.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, let's see where we are and where we're going to be. 500 credits. Yeah, that's kind of worth 5.67 million for that. Probably could have done it with the beam laser, to be fair. But I would have had to probably target it manually because it wouldn't have probably appeared on my contacts list, the generator. Right, 395.1 million. That's gonna whiz over 400 right now. Okay, so where are we here? This is more important. 66 Baron. So, I'd like to think I could get to 80. Let's see where we end up. Yeah, there's a lot. There's another one there waiting. Okay, yeah, there's a lot here to cash in. Let's quickly do this then. So finish, and space, finish. I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, I'm down to the last three here. Okay, so credits 402.4. So what's that? I can't remember what I had before now. I can't remember what I had before. Was it 397, wasn't it? So another 5. But it can't be. I already said it was going to be 5.6 million for the first. Yeah, maybe it wasn't I don't think you get too many credits for doing the harder bit, which is the scanning the data terminal. I think they just pay you like 18,000 or 20,000 per mission, where this was, yeah, so, yeah, seems about right, 5 million, 6 million, whatever it was. So, where am I? I said I'd like to be at 80%. There you go. That will do for me. So, I've gone from 66 to 81, so that's 15%. So, I'd need to do essentially 2 more runs like that. Well, two more well-loaded runs, at least 30 missions each. Or maybe I could do a run of 50 missions. Stack up 50 missions, or 55, or something like that, and just do one massive run. Anyway, I will definitely be beyond Baron before the end of this day. And I hope you, if you take this on, I hope you find some fun with it. There's my current assets now, 800 million. Yeah, I've made quite a bit. I think my balance when I started this was 376, and I think I've done 6 runs. Yeah, so you don't need Robigo. Robigo's fun, but this is easier. Okay, I'll leave it with you, and I'll catch you next time. So bye for now.